The modern wedding ceremony is the result of centuries of evolution, melding elements from various cultures and religious traditions. One of the most iconic moments in many weddings is the bridal procession when the bride makes her grand entrance and walks down the aisle to join her partner. The aisle signifies the path that the bride takes to meet her soon-to-be spouse at the altar. This walk usually involves the bride being escorted by a family member or close friend. Traditionally, her father, symbolizing the transition from her old life to her new life with her partner. The tradition of walking the bride down the aisle has its roots in ancient Rome, where the bride's father or a male relative escorted her as a means of protection against evil spirits that were believed to be lurking during the ceremony. In ancient Roman society, the bride's transition from her father's house to her husband's house was considered an important life event, and this procession marked the beginning of that journey. The belief in evil spirits trying to interfere with the wedding was prevalent during this time. Romans thought that these spirits sought to bring misfortune, jealousy, or discord to the couple, so they took various measures to ward off any potential harm. The father's presence by the bride's side during the procession was seen as a protective measure, as he was considered the head of the family and a source of strength. In addition to the father's presence, the bride's veil played a crucial role in safeguarding her from evil spirits. The veil was thought to serve as a protective barrier, concealing the bride's face and confusing any malicious spirits that may try to curse the couple. The veil also symbolized modesty and purity, which were highly valued attributes in ancient Rome. In medieval Europe, the tradition evolved to include the idea of a father giving away his daughter. During this time, marriages were often arranged and served as a means of securing alliances, property, and social status. As such, the bride was considered her father's property until she was given away to her new husband. The act of walking the bride down the aisle symbolized the transfer of responsibility and guardianship from the father to the groom. Another important aspect of the tradition was related to the dowry and bridal price.
Dowry?
She cannot marry without a dowry.
The father's presence during the procession was a public acknowledgement of the family's contribution to the marriage in the form of a dowry. Additionally, the bride's father would sometimes negotiate a bridal price with the groom's family, which was paid in exchange for the bride's hand in marriage. As society progressed and the concept of marriage shifted from a transactional arrangement to a union based on love and personal choice, the tradition of walking the bride down the aisle also changed. Today, it is viewed more as a symbolic gesture of love, support, and the transition from one family to another, rather than a display of ownership or property transfer. In Jewish weddings, both parents often escort the bride and groom down the aisle. This custom, called Kabbalat Panim, represents the unity and support of both families as they join together. The chuppah, a canopy under which the ceremony takes place, symbolizes the couple's new home and the parents' role in helping them build their life together. In some African cultures, such as the Yoruba people in Nigeria, the bride and her family dance their way to the altar in a joyous celebration of love and unity. The lively procession, accompanied by music and drumming, serves as a way to share happiness and blessings with the couple as they embark on their new journey. In Hindu weddings, the bride's father leads her to the groom in a ceremony called Kanyadayan. This ritual symbolizes the father giving away his daughter, entrusting her to the groom's care. The groom's parents also play a significant role, welcoming the bride as she joins their family. Another noteworthy tradition is the Ijayamala, or Vamala, where the bride and groom exchange garlands to signify their mutual acceptance. In traditional Chinese weddings, the bride is usually escorted by a good luck woman, who is a happily married woman from her family or community. This woman is chosen to bring good fortune and blessings to the couple. In some regions, the bride is carried in a bridal sedan chair by male relatives to her groom's home, where the ceremony takes place. Nowadays, the tradition has become more inclusive and adaptable. Many brides choose to have both parents, a close friend, or another significant person escort them, while others opt to walk alone or with their partner. The choice often reflects the bride's personal values and family dynamics. The captivating aisle walk scene in Crazy Rich Asians has become a standout moment in cinematic history, with the bride making a stunning entrance surrounded by water and illuminated by candlelight, leaving both the wedding guests and viewers in awe. This remarkable portrayal of the tradition of walking the bride down the aisle is further showcased in other memorable movie scenes. In Father of the Bride, audiences are touched by Steve Martin's heartfelt performance as the devoted father accompanying his daughter down the aisle. Another iconic moment occurs in Mamma Mia, where Meryl Streep's character walks her daughter down the aisle in the absence of the bride's biological father. Television has also captured our hearts with these tender moments in a number of episodes. Take, for instance, in Friends Season 7, episodes 23 and 24, when Monica is affectionately guided down the aisle by both her doting parents. Then there's Modern Family in Season 5, episodes 23 and 24, where in a delightful twist, Mitch's father decides to walk him down the aisle, accompanied by Mitch's stepmother, Gloria. And, as if that wasn't enough, in the very same episode of Modern Family, Calm's parents join the mix, opting to walk their beloved son down the aisle as well. high-profile celebrity weddings have often showcased unique takes on this tradition. For instance, during Priyanka Chopra's wedding to Nick Jonas in 2018, she was escorted by her mother, reflecting the significance of their bond. In Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's wedding in 2018, Meghan made a powerful statement by walking part of the aisle alone, before being joined by Prince Charles, showcasing her independence and modern approach to tradition. The tradition of walking the bride down the aisle has been a subject of controversy due to its historical ties to gender roles, patriarchy, and women as property. Critics argue that it reinforces patriarchal notions, and as a response, some individuals have chosen to alter or abandon the tradition to promote gender equality. Furthermore, societal expectations and the pressure to adhere to traditions can cause stress for brides, leading many couples to create unique ceremonies that reflect their values and personal connections. As society becomes more diverse and inclusive, wedding traditions are adapting to celebrate and represent these changes, resulting in non-traditional and inclusive ceremonies. In the end, it's the couples who hold the power to craft their own unique wedding experiences, whether by embracing, adapting, or redefining traditions to reflect their core values and beliefs. If you found this discussion insightful and would like to hear more about wedding traditions from around the world, be sure to like and subscribe. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic, so feel free to leave a comment below. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating world of weddings and the traditions that bring them to life.